Number 8. Almost everything Aaron does. You're next.
Reactor online.
Underestimating your enemy
Sensors
is one of the
online.
easiest ways for your plan to
Weapons
fail.
online.
After being invited by her boyfriend to a family reunion, Aaron is caught in the
systems
middle of a
online.
murder spree when the family starts getting killed off by masked intruders. The wild card, however, is that Erin's survivalist training means she holds her own against the murderers, even setting up traps to stop them. Making use of anything to get an edge, including using a blender and camera to kill someone, Erin appears to have been born for the genre, thinking through every encounter clearly and able to deliver brutal blows without hesitating. Number 7. Using a hanger as a weapon. Halloween.
You can't kill the boogeyman.
Surviving a horror movie means being able to turn anything into a weapon. Chased down by the menacing Michael Myers, Laurie finds herself in the hardest babysitting job of her life, having to protect herself and the children from the seemingly invincible lunatic. Thinking quickly, she fashions a blade out of a coat hanger
Give the
and
lights a
stabs
flash,
Myers
K9
in the
man.
eye, injuring him long enough for him to get shot by Dr. Loomis.
Can one of our lights go kill their AFK?
Turns out Laurie had such a good head on her shoulders that she finally relieves Michael of the head on his shoulders many sequels later to keep him from coming back again. Number 6. Using a pen to stab a hole in your throat. Saw 5.
Target spotted.
It's rare to call anyone smart for stabbing themselves in the neck, but it might just save your life in a pinch. Hunting the Jigsaw Killer, FBI agent Strom stops one killer only to be caught by another, finding himself in his own disturbing trap in the process. Waking up in one of the few unbeatable traps of the series, Strom is seemingly doomed as the box encasing his head quickly fills with water. Already beating one Jigsaw Killer, Strom uses the pen in his pocket to perform a tracheotomy on himself, allowing him to breathe until he's saved. Talk about thinking outside the box.
He didn't make it. Nobody made it.
Number 5. The Escape Plan. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Trying to get behind their LRM boat.
Escaping a madman takes a lot more preparation than a spur-of-the-moment idea. Realizing Howard will almost definitely kill her, Michelle has to find a way out of this crazy bunker. After discovering a second exit hatch while fixing their ventilator, Michelle devises a plan to get out. She gets the upper hand on Howard long enough to crawl through the vents and climb to the hatch. Using compressed air to freeze and shatter the lock, Michelle dons her makeshift hazmat suit and rises to the surface to see the outside world once again.
Almost done on Bravo.
Number 4.
He's
Shoot the
boat.
bad guy in the head to make sure. Scream 2.
Give me the gun.
Warning,
The gang in the Scream
incoming
series
missile.
knows how to survive a horror movie, even using internet calls as far back as the
Incoming
90s to
missile.
save themselves. However, one thing the group was particularly ignorant of the first time around was making sure the killers were even dead. But in the sequel, Sidney Prescott does not mess around.
She did? I don't know. They always come back.
After seemingly killing Mickey and Mrs. Loomis, Sidney and Cotton take a breath before Mickey comes back, getting immediately shot by Sidney and Gail. Learning her lesson, Sidney shoots Loomis in the head just to be safe.
Just in case.
Number 3. Setting up booby traps and waking up. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Home field advantages can work two ways.
Target
With her
acquired.
friends getting murdered
Enemy
around her,
base
Nancy
is
decides she has to take the fight against Freddy Krueger into her own hands. Realizing she can bring him out of her dream, Nancy booby traps Ramos and asks Dawn to help her once she gets Freddy on her turf. Managing to pull him out, Nancy gets Freddy into the real world and even lures him into her traps long enough to set him on fire. Not so easily
Thank you for
defeated,
finishing.
however,
Enemy base
Krueger,
is
of course, returns.
Don't chase that man.
Number 2. Scientific
Target destroyed.
The Thing.
I'll show you what I already know.
New target
The researchers
acquired.
in this claustrophobic horror classic are faced with quite the conundrum. How do you find a monster that can look like your friends? Using their brains, however, however, the surviving members of the Arctic facility go about revealing the alien
Enemy
in
base
the
is
most
being
rudimentary
captured.
way possible, a simple blood test.
Need assistance. Doesn't prove a thing.
Knowing the creature's blood will try to protect itself, RJ McCready takes a sample of everyone's blood and heats it with a copper wire.
We'll do you last.
Destroyed. Enemy base is being captured.
As he dips the wire in Palmer's blood, the sample jumps from the dish and flees, revealing the alien among them. Before we get to our top pick,
You got a
here
UAV
are
right
some
above us.
honorable mentions.
Paul, you can't!
Why
Enemy
not?
base is being
I'm ready
captured.
for you.
Number 1, Danny stopping his snow footprint
Enemy
trail,
base
The
is
Shining.
being captured.
Never doubting resourcefulness of the death store. Running for his life from his deranged and homicidal father, Danny heads for the hedge maze at the snowed-in and very haunted Overlook Hotel. Knowing he can't outrun his
Enemy
father
base
forever,
is being
Danny
captured.
realizes
Target
he has to
spotted.
throw his dad off the scent and ditches running for a better plan. Backtracking through his own steps and hiding, his father reaches the end of his trail and proceeds to search aimlessly
New
for him
target
in the
acquired.
maze.
Target destroyed.
Following his own
Enemy
prince
base
out
is
of the
being
maze,
captured.
Danny runs into his mother's arms, leaving Dad to suffer in the cold.
Oh, the Kodiak.
Target acquired.
Do you agree with our picks?
Enemy
Check out
base
these other
is
great
being
clips from
captured.
WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Drop earlier.